What up, guys? I think today I'm going to talk about tools that you need if you're going to start out in the small engine field. So let's start out with socket sets. You need a 3/8 set. You need a 1/4 inch set. You can get away without having a 1/2 inch set, but you'll eventually need a 1/2 inch set too. But anyway, starting out, let's just say you were starting out. 1/4 inch set's probably gonna be the most used set you're gonna get. This right here is a Tecton. This is the older one. They got the newer one on Amazon now, and you can buy it from their website. This is a great set. I've went through a lot of 1/4 inch stuff. I use this set every day and haven't broke anything out of it for the last, I think I've had it for about 3 years, 2-3 years. Anyway, this goes from 532 to 916 to 5 to 14, and it don't skip a size. This is a great set for a beginner if you're getting into the small engine field. It's not a super expensive set. You don't need no super expensive set. So this is a good set to have. This is a cheap. This is a cheap 3/8 gear inch set. I got this at Tractor Supply one year at Christmas. I've had this set for about 5 years. You'll use a 3/8 set a lot too, but you'll use a 1/4 inch set more. But you still need a 3/8 set. This is a Blue Point one that was given to me set. This is what I use for mobile repairs, and so yeah, you need 1/4 inch and you need 3/8. You'll eventually need you'll have to eventually get a 1/2 inch, but we're just saying you're starting out. But a 1/2 inch you would use for flywheels. It'd be easier to use on flywheels, breaking loose bolts on blades and stuff. We're not even going to talk air tools or power tools because you're just getting started out. I don't recommend just getting started out in the small engine field until you get used to it using a bunch of power tools and air tools, because you will break a lot of stuff. Anyway, move some stuff around. You need spark plug sockets. These are all. You need a 13/16. You need a 3/4 and a 5/8. Because small engines, some of them use each one. 5/8 is a lot of the newer mowers uses the 5/8. Some weed eaters uses the 5/8. There's a lot of weed eaters that use the 3/4 too. And a lot of the older mowers use 13/16. A lot of flatheads. So you need all of those. Torx set. This is the Pittsburgh 1/4 inch Torx set, star bit set, whatever you want to call it. This is a handy set. You're going to have this, especially if you're going to do weed eaters. Like a still, you need that 27. If you work on stills, this 27 right here, it's probably going to be the best one. I broke a lot of these over the years, and so far this Pittsburgh set is held up better than any of them. We need pliers. I like the mix up channel locks. I use these a lot. I use these for the fuel clamps and stuff. Oh, another thing. Let me get those out. I forgot to get these. Starting out, I didn't have these. I used to stick a bolt in the gas line, pinch off the gas line so you ain't getting gas everywhere when you take off the carburetor. You still have to clean the carburetor anyway, but get one of these hose clamps kits or sets is worth it too. They're not very expensive. They sell those at Harbor Freight too. So So we got channel locks. So let's talk about, like, we're doing 2-stroke carburetor or 2-stroke gas tanks. So I got a few options I like to use. I got some hemostats, locking ones to get in that tank and grab that fuel line, pull it down. I got curb long nose needle nose, and then I got regular long reach needle nose. So sometimes it takes a combination of these to get these in. Fuel lines are not always the easiest thing to get on 2 strokes. These cutters right here, these are the, what's that, Quinn from Harbor Freight. Since we're talking about 2-stroke gas lines, let's see if I have some around here. I don't have no gas line. I'm out. Okay, anyway, what I like to do is, you need these side cutters. You'll end up needing those for a lot of things in a small engine field. But I like to cut a 45-degree angle on the hose and then stick it down there. It gives you, it makes it a little bit easier, gives you a little extra to grab onto. So that would be the pliers I recommend. A wire brush, it's handy for a lot of things, but also, since I ain't got none on here, set of welding tip, Torx tip cleaners is great for cleaning carburetor jets. But if you lose yours, like I just lost mine, you can always snip off a piece of wire and be carefully clean it, or use a bread tie or something like that. You need wrenches, but you need regular wrenches too. But over the years, I came to like these ratcheting wrenches when you get in tight spots, especially these flex heads. Like I said, these are like that gear wrench set I got right there, the ratchet set. Christmas time, Tractor Supply, Lowe's, and Home Depot, all those, you know, they have those cells. So that's where I got a lot of these. And the stubbies, you know, they're handy ratcheting set. And then of course you gotta have metrics. If you work on Kohler, Kawasaki, you're gonna need the metric. What else can we go over? If you're going to do blades, I recommend an angle grinder, 4.5 inch with a flat disc. I think a flat disc does a better job on the blades than a grinding wheel. Puts a better edge. Of course, you'll need screwdrivers and picks. You'll need picks. Oh, I knew I forgot something on the table. Anyway, you'll come across that you'll need snap ring pliers. I started out, I needed some snap ring pliers. I went and got these super cheap ones at Harbor Freight, which they would have worked, but the tips on small engine stuff, like a lot of lawnmowers and stuff, these tips are too big, and none of the tips that came with it's too small. They're all too big for like the snap rings. So these these Lang ones, the set cost me $20. They have the interchangeable tips, and they go down small enough. So it's worth the investment, because you're going to run across it. You're going to need these in a lot of things. Hammer, you might need a hammer from time to time, but be careful using hammer on stuff. But then we get into, I ain't going to do it in this video, I don't think. But then we can get on to engine rebuilding tools, which then you're going to need bore gauges, mics, hones, valve spring compressors, you know. But this is all the stuff you start out. This is no specialty tools here. No small engine specialty tools here. I didn't have none of the, I've actually had less than this right here when I first started out working on small engines. So I had just a regular Stanley set, and that's what I started off with. But that's basically the look at what you need starting out. You know, wrenches. You need a 3/8 set, a 1/4 inch set. You need your spark plug sockets. You need your Torx, your star bits, different pliers and snap ring pliers, wire brush. That's pretty much what I started out with. Another thing is when you get more into it, it helps. I should have showed this in the video, but you'll need, this is a fancy one. The one I started out with wasn't that fancy. A spark plug spark tester. And anyway, we'll get into the advanced tools in another video, so, because this is just tools to get started out on. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to post some of the links to some of these tools in the description. And thanks again, guys.